Hello everyone, this is V. We are here for an arena draft, and today I feel like playing priest. I like all three classes here. We played a lot of warriors. I do love playing it, but I'm trying to resist the temptation. Jaina I played a few times. I've played Zinconstructed lately and I really enjoy that. I think it's actually a little... well, it's definitely on par with the priest I think in arena, but I just love the way the priest plays with the controlish aspects and mind control, etc. So I'll just pick that. And none of these is particularly amazing. Malygos is fine. Nosdormu is a little weak, I think. 15 seconds, it often doesn't even let you do your own stuff, especially in a slow controlish deck. And the beast, well, if you can deal with the 3-3 or silence it, then it's a pretty good creature. The problem, of course, is that it's very vulnerable. Having said that, what's the pick here? I don't like any of them in arena. I think we will go for the beast, but that may be wrong. I think Malygos, we just don't have the spell potential here to make good use of this. We only have Smite and Holy Nova, and perhaps, yeah, the... yeah, we could draft a little bit more intensely on that. Problem with the beast, of course, is it's just so terrible. When the worst happens, and it will happen, then you're going to get beaten badly for it. It's especially vulnerable to spot removal. It generates tempo for them assassinated. Yeah, that's pretty awful. So yeah, Malygos it will be, and then Avenger Go Mercenary. I think it's a pretty good creature. And another one, and that kinda does it for this part of the curve. I think I went to Dark Iron Dwarf, and I think I like Twilight Drake more than the Veneer Argus, although they are almost on par. Let's think about this. Powering this out is better, but having this in the late game is better. Yeah, I'll go for the defender. That may be a mistake. Here I think it's Auctioneer. That does mean that we are getting pretty nastily on with the high end of the curve. Don't think that's a word, but whatever. Another dwarf, and here is between these two, I think. And I think we need the Shadow Earth Bane more. We really need early game. Blade Master is definitely better. And for that reason I will also take the Warden Trader, just for early trading. And the Cleric seems to be fine in this kind of deck, as well as a Berserker, but the question is, do we want that? Yeah, I think we need stuff to trade off. Then again, the Berserker is really quite good. Yeah, I'm gonna take it over the mediocre. Drop there. Another Infiltrator, and I think here we take this one. Yeah, none of these is particularly good. Don't like Voodoo Doctor that much. So I'll take Mind Vision and another Holy Smite. And another Holy Smite. That should be enough for the early game. Holy Nova. And I like the Quest and Adventure more than other options. Yeah, this is not great. I'll take a Mind Control because it's just very good. This would be really sweet in combination with Malygos. But all things considered, I don't think we want it. I think Shadow Earth Death is the pick here, just because we already have a decent high-end, and Temple Enforcer will not be exactly what we are looking for. A Cleric, I guess. And here I think we take Blood Knight over these two. A Light Spawn, that's a fine pickup. And I guess we take an Argent Commander. We get lots of rares, but most of them aren't very impressive. Shield and an Ooze, that's great. And here, yeah, I guess Violet Teacher is best. That leaves us with a really high curve. I hope it won't be too bad. But it doesn't look all that great. It's a little unfortunate that we started with that specific legendary. Almost any other legendary would have been better. A Deathwing, for example, would be miles better than a Malygos.
Let the hunt begin.
Now this is more or less what I expected. I think we want to get rid of all of it. And that's just not a very good curve. Okay. I think I want to do this here. Just because I really don't want to trade for that. I think it's better to try trade here and then heal up and drop that. The fact that he coined this out means that, well, he wants to be very aggressive.
I wonder.
If he spends his turn on removal, that's not the best.
Handle it.
Nah, that is pretty good. So here I think we do Light Spawn, but that might be bad. So yeah, we'll see. Best case, it's gonna be great, of course, with Power Word and the Violet Teacher. Alright. Oh, so weird.
Pay attention, class.
And then we can curve out the Argent Commander. Or we can Warp and Power Words.
Summoning portal open.
Let the pain speak to me.
That seems like something I would like, yes. I'm going to beat on that.
Instruction begins.
I am ready to learn.
And do we play this or do we hold off on it? If we play it, we have, well, there's no real advantage. And of course we wait with attacking until we have decided our hand. Simply because we want him to think that that was what we were thinking about. Alright. That's fine. Going to attack him.
You call that a weapon?
Instruction begins.
And that should put us pretty far ahead actually. There are very few spells that he could have that really do it here.
Ready to ride.
Well, he's gonna trade, but that's less than ideal. Yeah, that's fine. If he wants to do that, that's really quite good.
You gotta be kidding me!
Hit it very hard.
Healing that so that it would appear that I don't know about it. Which means I would have gotten another card. Trying to play next level, not really that good at it. Yeah, I think that's his play. That's not gonna work. He should have this in hand, why not trade it for that?
Well played.
Doesn't make sense. Luckily, no Malagos showed up. Yeah, the legendaries, they are a little bit of a problem. That way, some of them are completely unbalanced, and some are just completely worthless. Not unlike in Magic, of course, where you have mythics that are nigh unplayable. The biggest difference is that most mythics in Magic are at least somewhat playable, I think. Keep that. We should have an early drop, I think we can make use of. At least I hope so. And he switched his middle card. Let's try keep track of that. That means 1 and 3 are probably early in place. Okay. Let's see if we can
Give me a quest.
provoke some sort of removal spell. Yeah, I'd rather keep this alive than that. I see. No. Question is, do we remove it? Then we have 4-4 and no opposition on the board. I think that's okay.
Quest accepted.
You can still trade, yeah. That's alright, I think. And now I'll go.
The light protects me.
Maybe I should have fought this one instead, but yeah, the cleave. Yeah, I should have brought this.
I wonder.
Or nothing. Maybe nothing is even better. Well, he obviously has something. Problem is, it's probably not something great. But that mind vision, I'm not sure it actually works as it is supposed to, because it doesn't look like he has a questing adventure. And we can drop the
I
machine.
fight.
Because it can help trade and we can probably heal it. And we have no spells for the auctioneer anyway, and if we would want them immediately. And maybe I was wrong trading all that removal for that stupid little creature. I could have buffed and traded and then could have traded back. Would have left him with 2 mortal strikes in hand, of course. But tempo wise it might have been better.
My blade be thirsty.
Okay. That's pretty nasty.
Give me a quest.
I smell
I fight.
Yeah, that demands a little bit more attention than just attacking that for 3, which helps me not at all. And that would expose the Northshire Cleric to immediate removal. And this at least makes it a little more difficult for him. It kind of depends on what he has. If he has Core Howl, that's pretty good for him. Then he should attack this and kill that. But that's an
Give
epic,
me a quest.
so he had it anyway. So I was wrong. That means he has a follow-up play, of course. Make it a 3-3 or a 4-4.
maggot.
That's not so good.
I must choose.
Armor made to fit.
Yeah, that's about the worst that could have happened.
I fight.
First thirsty.
Is someone injured?
Job's done.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Back to work.
Okay. That's pretty good for him, of course.
Pandaria will be
That's even better. That's a lot of good stuff. Let's toss this out, I guess.
You gotta be kidding me!
Don't want to waste the mind control here. Not yet, anyway. I want something a little more beefy. And he probably wants to trade. In which case, I will be happy to drop Maligos, actually.
What now?
No trade. A little weird, but okay.
They are banned to my command!
Yeah, that is worth mind control.
How you
Job's done.
Simply having two really beefy creatures here, he kinda has to trade for one now. The other one can be traded off right after, and I have several good follow-ups then.
I wonder.
Yeah, draw two. That's fine. That's still decent. Obviously I want this to die as soon as possible. And take a lot of stuff with it. Alright.
charge forward!
Alright, let's do this. That should be able to kill a few things at least.
They are banned to my command!
Okay. That's a lot of damage.
Pay attention, class.
My shield for Argus!
Job done.
Of course I don't really have a lot of spells as a priest. I'll let him remove it. I don't really care. Sure thing, my friend. Doesn't really matter. The 5 extra isn't gonna matter at all.
Is someone injured?
Into the breach!
You are finished!
Yeah, let's just throw it at him then.
Job's done.
That seems funny. I don't think it's a particularly good play. We should have kept it for removal purposes, but... I'm kind of hoping that's not gonna be needed. Yeah, that's enough, I think. Yeah, easy.
Well played.
So let's not keep dissing on Malygos. It was really sweet here. But any big creature would have done the same, of course. I still think we are extremely vulnerable in the early game. When you watch streams, you often see players going 9-0, or well, streams not, but recordings, you see them go 9-0, 9-1, or 8-0, or 8-1, or 8-2, and quite often you observe that their early game is very passive. I find that strange because I always run into very painful, aggressive early games. Oh, okay. Question, do we do this? Yeah, I think we kinda do.
Is someone injured?
It's a risk, but I think we should take it. Might compel a 2 for 1. No. That's fine.
Right away.
Job's done.
In the next turn we can do this. That should net us a few cards.
For the crusade!
Yeah, that's gonna be a great exchange for us. Can also do the mind vision.
Right away.
Job's done.
No, we can't do the mind vision. Miscalculation. An error on my part. Yeah, I think we will be willing to trade all those cards and the charge from that thing. And then I guess this is... well... I think I want to start with Berserkers. Just because this makes everything so difficult. And the good follow-up here is the Defender of Argus, which is really sweet, of course. And if he can remove this, that's also quite fine.
Let me think.
Gladly willing to trade a turn and the charge from that for the Berserker. This is such a good weapon.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
So there is no way to save it. So I think this. Yeah, it's my vision. That's unfortunate. He has 6, he can play it next turn. No, he can't. So we can play this safe. Okay. And if he does play it, we can mind control it, of course. Ah, that's pretty good for him. Alright.
You gotta be kidding me!
I keep asking questions and he keeps being forced to come up with answers.
Shields up!
Reporting for duty.
How you doing?
Should we have played that? No, I think not. I would like to do this. That forces him to trade with it. But I would also want to keep it alive. So let's do that and just kill that. Yeah, that seems like a good plan.
Handle it!
Ah, that's unfortunate. Well, it's not that unfortunate.
Eat, God!
Pay attention, class.
I'm ready to learn.
We could just kill that. Well, why not? That's another token.
I'm ready to learn.
Making his life a little miserable seems like a good thing. And he knows he can't play Sea Giant, I think.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. That's still more than fine. Yeah, just stealing that, of course.
I'm ready to learn. I shall do as you say.
Instruction begins.
I guess that's a little unfair. I'm going to summon another one and give them both taunt.
Reporting for duty.
My shield for Argon!
Instruction begins.
Do as you say.
Reporting for duty.
How does this work? 18, 21, 22, 23.
Handle it!
I shall do as you say.
Well played. Justice demands retribution.
Yeah, the mind control is off, of course. Well, off. It's not exactly a lot of fun. And it doesn't need to last long either, so you could say 2 turns, but in 2 turns you have done everything
The
you
light
could possibly
shall bring
want with that
victory.
creature. Not a fan of this, especially against the Warlock, but what are you gonna do? Mulligan it? Yeah. Maybe we should. But if it's gonna be good, it's gonna be good now. Nice, sorry, I didn't see what cards he exchanged. I was too busy with my own hand. Yeah, let's throw down a cleric. Since we have 2. We can get punished for that, but it also stops certain plays from being made. And I mostly want time. Yeah, that's fine. Power
Right
this
away.
out. Rather than that, because don't mind if this gets killed. I do mind if that gets killed, I think. Or at least I mind it more than this, and being able to invest in that until it gets to a 3/3 or 4
So many
seems like
possibilities.
much better value now. It could be later. Yeah, that's danger there.
Failed.
Right away.
That, of course, requests an immediate response. Hellfire if he has it, I guess. Ah, silence. Yeah, silence is fine.
Is someone injured? Right away.
And as usual, we want to put as much damage on the board as possible. Going to Shadow Word that.
Right away.
Your turn
Right
to
away.
bleed.
That combination is pretty good. It's not a real combo, of course, it's more of a synergy combo. When I speak of combo, I speak of a combination of cards that create an effect that is impossible to attain otherwise, but this is more synergy, they just work well together.
So many possibilities.
Okay.
Do I have to?
That really doesn't concern me.
You call that your turn to bleed.
And that shuts down his card throwing ability at least. And we're almost on the mind control level, so that's also pretty good. Okay.
Your turn to bleed.
I get the
That
best
seems
deals anywhere.
very threatening.
I'm flying.
Yep.
My shield for Argon.
Time to play.
Usually things go well until 4-0, 5-0. After that, things tend to get a little more difficult, though it's not always the case. You just sometimes run into opponents that are particularly nasty, of course.
Shall bring victory.
Going first, I don't think I want any of this, including Mind Vision. I just want something decent and I'm not getting it. And that's a little unpleasant, of course. I'm gonna start with that. I don't like this being in my hand so early. I do want an ooze out, I think. It's a little early for a multi-shot. Could do one next turn, but by then I will have that active. Which is fine. Unfortunately, I can't do this and heal, but, well, sacrifices must be made. That's what the necromancer in my D&D group always says, sacrifices must be made. Of course, it does not mean the personal kind, but rather the kind where you tie up other people.
Don't mess with Tusker.
But we can just do this trade. And His multi-shot is gone. Well, his multi-shot option for this turn is gone. He can still do the kill command. But that's not so common. Now we can draw a card, I think.
Is someone injured?
That seems fine. Okay. And he will want to kill the cleric. Did he keep the multi-shot? Multi-shot is always good here, just to kill ooze and do the multi-shot, but if he has to think about it, he
Pay
probably
attention,
doesn't have
class.
it. That's a lot worse, of course. That is interesting. I'm just going to deal this.
Right away.
Yeah, let him kill it if he wants. It's got a more than enough value. Explosive shot would not be the greatest. He has to kill this first and an explosive shot. That would be pretty nice, but I don't think he has it.
I am ready to learn.
In the light's name.
Okay. Probably trading the wolf for that. That probably also has to die to something. That's all pretty predictable. Let's see if he has the freezing trap. Yeah, let's just kill that first. Just in case he summons snakes. No snake summoning here.
Your turn to bleed!
I think I'd rather have this out than have that as a force.
You gotta be kidding me! Job's done.
Maybe not. It does play into multi-shot, but I think if he had multi-shot he would have done it the turn before. It would be very strange to have it here.
We
Probably
must
very
cleanse
wrong.
the Sunwell.
Yeah, he'll trade with the 7 too. It's pretty straightforward there. And here it's just a matter of getting some value
Pay
and
attention,
dropping
class.
the teacher. And he can do the trade, but that's very much okay with me. Okay. That's not good at all. Maybe he drew the multi-shot. That would be logical if he does that attack. Yep. Oh. That's strange at best.
the best deals anywhere.
Should we attack? I think so.
Time to pay.
Yeah, that's fine.
That
Instruction begins.
Obviously, with that. Or just that effect. It's still a 2 for 1, but the Hunter's Mark makes it well, even less valuable than that. And here I'll just smite that, I think, so we can
I'm ready to
go
learn.
full on attacking.
To Northrend!
Instruction begins.
Just because that's a 2-turn clock, then
Engaging TC-130. Mental
that's
dislocation.
very unfortunate.
Pandaria will be ours.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take that back, I think.
I shall do as you say.
He needs something very good, explosive shot.
Me and Mr.
Well
Right.
played.
Yeah, that's not gonna be enough.
Well played. My shield for Argus!
I shall do as you say.
We do like a silence effect.
Anduin versus.
Well, silence is very
I will
situational.
fight with honor.
The
Yeah,
light shall bring
this
victory.
obviously is a really bad hand. Pitching all of it. I just want low costs early on. Yeah, that's just not good enough. And looking at this hand, this is a game we might easily lose just by being tempoed out. That's not something I particularly enjoy.
I am sorry.
You can definitely get killed early on just because of this kind of stuff.
I hope you like my invention.
Yeah,
Give me a quest.
reason enough to power that out. It's probably needed. And he can possibly kill it very soon, but that's okay. Just need time.
Reporting
If that's
for
his play,
duty.
I'm gonna kill that with my vision.
Quest accepted.
Maybe this is better. Just to get more options. And that means it would eat the token and an attack from the Iron Forge. No, well, the hammer, you know, the hammer. Not the hammer, but the sword. True Silver Champion. It's henceforth known as the hammer. I think we discussed this in an earlier video. It is the hammer. That's really unfortunate. Not sure if that's the right play, by the way. But I think if he... Well, I don't know actually. Is it? Maybe I should have waited a turn, just so I could heal it.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
Let's see what he has. That doesn't help me at all. Quality pretty bad here.
Wanna blow something up?
Yeah, that's not very good either. So random.
That was a mistake.
Yeah,
My
sorry man,
apologies.
I hate the randomness too. There are a few pretty good plays next turn. That reduces the amount of good plays. Don't think that's a good one. Yeah, you really want to trade. This is pretty good though. That's a pretty strong creature. 4/7 for 6, that's decent stats. The spell damage is not a waste for me. No, it's not very good for the Paladin, obviously. Nah, that trades with it.
Reporting for duty.
You gotta be kidding me!
And this is a combo. It's not a very good combo, but it's still a combo. Yeah. I'll eat another attack. And I'll probably drop an archer so that I can buff it.
Is someone injured?
You call that a win?
We are slowly running out of cards. He's likely to kill the cleric here, but I didn't want to buff a token here. Nah, that's pretty nasty. May need to expend a bunch of cards for that. So I think we kill this trade for token and heal it. Can we do that? Yeah, we can do that.
You call that a win?
Right away.
Well played. done.
Yep. And then we have Maligos plus Fireball, almost Pyroblast for next turn. And that's a little bit overpowered, of course. And if he has Consecration, he really wants to train away the Cleric
I
here.
forget things.
Yeah. It's sort of problematic.
I wonder.
I think we lose the Cleric here regardless.
Right away.
Might as well attack with it first. Your hand.
Done.
No, it's just that.
Right away.
Job done.
Give him something else to worry about. Sure. That does not concern me at
Follow
all.
the rules.
Sure thing.
Ready for this?
That's reasonably annoying all of a sudden, of course. So, what do we do here? I think we just trade there.
Done.
This. And that. Yeah, we can kill the Berserker. That's going to be a painful experience. We can summon the Blood Knight and trade with that. Guess that's
Glory
this.
to the Sindora!
Ah, that's very, very bad for us.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, that Divine Shield on the taunt did it, otherwise we would have beaten him easily. But that just made everything terrible.
Reporting for duty.
The light protects me.
How do we solve this? We can trade for that. And then we'll kill this. Yeah,
First.
we kinda. And then hope to draw something. But things are looking pretty bad. I think we kinda wasted it with that play. Perhaps we should have just healed, drawn that card, and
You love my new recipe.
that may have been a better thing to have.
Reporting for duty.
Pay attention, class.
Is he gonna triple trade here, or did he draw anything? Triple trade, I guess. Okay. And
Reporting
here
for
the
duty.
tokens, of course, are very good. Do we wait or do we not wait? I think we play it because drawing cards here isn't really all that helpful. It's not even guaranteed that we'll get anything. That's pretty bad for us.
Reporting for duty.
How do we take it? I don't even know. It can control the board, but it's not very effective. I don't really think much of it. Well, let's just do it. It can keep the token count down and hopefully more.
Reporting for duty.
Big creatures are bad, small creatures are fine. Okay. Yeah, that's okay.
Reporting for duty.
Is someone injured?
Just as long as we can kill his tokens.
What we do.
Right.
Reporting
That's
for
pretty
duty.
bad for us. Should we attack? That forces him to kill the raid leader. Then kills the abomination, kill his tokens.
I
Don't
wonder.
know. Now we don't have much time, so we don't have much life.
Right away. Oh,
And he even has more cards than us left, plus 2 in hand. Maybe that political play was a little ambitious. Definitely possible.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, we kind of have to trade here.
The gates are open.
Yeah, that's gonna kill us pretty dead.
Reporting for duty.
Defend with Argus. I wish we had a list of cards we haven't used yet. So yeah.
My shield for Argus!
Like we have much choice here. Yeah, that's pretty nasty.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, that doesn't really help. Does it? We can go to 17, he can put it down to, yeah, too few.
Drink with me, friend.
Now we can Holy Smite that, but
The gates are open.
without a solution for this, maybe we should have kept the mind control, but then we would
Reporting
probably
for
die
duty.
to the
Almost out of cards.
other thing. So that's 10, 11... We'll fight until the last card. I guess we owe ourselves that much. But I think it's another smite. I'm not entirely certain. Yeah, you can't take the risk.
I wonder.
Ouch.
Squire, attention.
Yeah, okay.
Ready, sir.
Then we are very curious.
Reporting for duty.
I'm out of cards.
Ah, it was that one. That could have actually saved us, I think. If we had drawn that earlier. Yeah, we're dead here. We can do insufficient and he can kill us. 3, 5, 7. Yeah.
You have best. Well played.
Yeah. Had our cards come in a little different order. Maybe that play with the Northshire Cleric was too ambitious. We should maybe have just drawn a card there and deployed a bunch of small creatures, keeping the big play with
Anduin versus
the dragon for much later.
Your soul shall be mine.
But
The light
well,
shall bring victory.
it did seem like it could give us a decent advantage. And that's the one I need much earlier. If we had drawn that a little bit earlier, right around the time when
I greet you.
wait,
Greetings.
hello, when he played the steam engine, what's it called? Then that would have been pretty sweet.
Bring me steel.
Let's not do that. I don't like this. I think we have to.
First kill.
It's a 2 for 1. It's such a terrible creature. It makes the value of all these other creatures like that so much higher. And I really don't want to face that.
Your soul shall suffer.
Yeah, it's not that bad, is it? I mean, there is no real problem there. And now let's just
Glory to the Sindora.
try trade that. And this is pretty bad. Again, a poor starting hand.
Why do you call?
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
For
I
Lorthamar.
guess we do this. Heal that up just to prevent the all the 2 damage things the Warlock has. So that he has to trade, now which he probably does. And I'm gonna just take that out, I think. Yeah. Actually, maybe I should attack him, but I'm not gonna. Not sure that was actually right.
For the crusade!
Victory!
I got the best deals anywhere.
It's a little overcommitting, perhaps. Yeah, that's what I figured. We're under a lot of... we're in an extreme amount of danger here. We had no early game, had to come back, and coming back against the Warlock is the worst thing that can ever happen. Because if you're behind against the Warlock, he can make optimal use of his ability.
The Frost Wolves stand
That's
ready.
absolutely devastating.
You call that a win?
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
And that's another pretty back-breaking play. Such a good card.
Locked and loaded.
Easily trade there.
Done.
You gotta be kidding me!
And the Warlock played like this is extremely difficult to defeat. They just get so much value out of the ability. If they get a hit on a steady deck, then they are almost unbeatable. If they rush, then they are weak. Because very vulnerable.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Yeah, do we want to put 9 on him? Think
You
so.
call that a win?
I hear you got a problem.
Yeah. I have many problems. Seven fives on the board, for example.
Dare summon
Okay,
me.
yeah, that's pretty dead. There's nothing we can do against that. Yep,
You have bested.
nothing to do about that. The way he started versus the way he started, not a chance at all. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Until 5, it's always easy, and then it becomes almost impossible all of a sudden. Because you need a really good deck, and it just isn't. It's decent, but the early game is so much lacking.
Anduin versus
And
Anduin.
this is something
The
I
light shall
really
bring
dislike
victory.
about
The
Arena.
light shall burn you.
3 losses is so easy to get. You have one close match, then you get overrun once, and then all of a sudden these two things are, well, a close match you can always get that. Easy loss that also happens once every so many games, and all of a sudden you find yourself in a situation where every mistake is punished by immediate defeat, and the 80% win ratio that you need to get ahead in the game is just absurd. And that's one of the problems I have with it. Because let's not kid anyone, you need to go 7x or 8x to get anything out of Arena. Anything less is a net loss that you really don't want.
For the crusade!
Yeah, an easy 2 for 1 for him. No, that's okay. Do we mind vision and heal? Or do we attack for 4 and get that on board? I do like the pressure. Can mind vision next turn. I'd rather have some late game cards than early
My
game cards at
shield
this
for
point.
Argus.
And some pressure might be a problem for him.
Just me and Mr. Bitey.
Oh, that seems fine. do we Holy Nova here? That, of course, is the real question. It's not great, but it is decent. We can just kill that, but that plays right into his Holy Nova. However, let's check if we just kill this and heal, then attack him, then play this and heal that. No, we can't heal that. That still seems like the right play. That plays around the Holy Nova pretty well. It makes it a 1-for-1 trade. Yeah. So unless he has another one, this seems fine. Let's hope it doesn't, of course. 2 Holy Novas would be insane in 10 cards. That requires having 2 and having a lot of luck. But as you know, luck actually does happen. So I think this is the play. And that puts him dead next turn, of course.
Give me a quest.
Unless he has a something. Yeah.
Well played. Thank you.
That's not what I meant. But yeah, he did not really make much mistakes. The Holy Nova was well timed. I called it to play around it, so I think that's good. Just hoping to go 7. At this point, I haven't been doing that well in Arena, actually. And I don't know why. Because, well, I have tried to make the right picks. I don't think I have made that much obvious errors. My curves are usually poor, my cards are usually poor, and
bring victory.
being on the play all the time is really getting to me. I think I'll keep that here. Actually, it's not that great early on. Excuse me. Question is, do we play the Northshire Cleric against the Paladin? I think we do.
Is someone injured?
He has very little direct removal. He will want to summon 3/2 here.
I smell blood.
Okay, that's a little weird.
Right away.
So we got the coin. That's really annoying. Because that changes everything.
On my watch.
Well,
Pay attention, class. Right away. Pass me that arc light spanner. Instruction begins. Right away. Is someone injured?
I'm ready to learn.
alright. Just one more turn like that should do it. But I doubt we'll get one. Yeah, there's the consecration.
Drink with me,
No.
friend.
Okay. It's a little strange then.
Reporting for duty.
I shall do as you say.
Right away. Right away. Instruction begins.
That means consecration isn't good this turn either. Well, it's needed, but not great.
My eyes are open.
What? It's gonna deck us? What? Let's try playing creatures.
Smell blood.
Okay, that works. I think I want to
Instruction
trade.
begins.
Get down! Get down!
Alright. In that case, I'll drop this thing.
Smell blood.
Right away.
Still want to treat that. No. No, I don't.
Not too quickly.
Your turn to bleed!
Right away. Right away.
Consecration still amazing.
Follow the rules.
For the crusade!
Yeah,
Right
let's
away.
just start
Oh,
sacrificing these.
You call that a win? Your turn to bleed! Your turn to bleed!
right away.
First kill.
That's a lot of cards.
Truth is my shield.
Yeah, I didn't have that yet, so I think I'd like one.
Right away.
Your turn to bleed!
Yeah, that's
First kill. First kill.
not very fair, I guess.
The victory is
Well played.
I still don't think our deck is so great. The early game is really vulnerable. We kinda need a few good removal spells early on. We will get overrun.
Rexar. Let the hunt begin.
The light shall bring
These are
victory.
just bad cards to have. I'm really not a fan of raid leaders, but I think the other two picks were worse.
Greetings, traveler.
Greetings.
The question is, do we... Yeah, I think we should trade.
Give me a quest.
And he'll want to trade. That's fairly obvious. Maybe he doesn't have to trade. Interesting.
Quest accepted.
Yeah, I want to.
I let the dogs out.
Alright. That's unfortunate. I think that's just bad.
I must consider.
Handle it. Job done.
Yeah, that was wrong. It should have been that one. Yeah, you can see losing this game really badly. This is... Animal Companion is so stupid. Really hate that card.
I am not a morning person.
Hit it very hard. Job done. Tazdingo! Yes!
You gotta be kidding me!
Maybe I should have summoned the Squire instead. Yeah, that may have been better.
Join or die! Or both.
Yeah, definitely better. That's gonna kill us.
How you doing?
Can't even see a way back into this game.
Murder!
The light protects me.
Yeah, had I summoned that one, that would have been so much better. Still don't think we would have lived, but... we could have then done this. We would have definitely killed that, We would have 11 now. We would have come to 13. Yeah, that would have been the right play. Sorry about that.
You have best.
No, that's fine. See you again.